What do you think of these shades? For the best advice about moving to Mexico, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode every Thursday. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Alex, and I moved to Mexico from the US in 2017. I've called Querétaro home ever since. But long before I even knew how to pronounce Querétaro, let alone considered moving there, I called a small town on Lake Michigan home. I grew up here, I met Taylor here, and I'm back here this week celebrating Mother's Day. You know me, I love, love, love living in Mexico. Querétaro is definitely my home. But of course, it's only natural, right? There are a few things that I miss about the US while living in Mexico. And I'm going to be sharing those in today's video, along with a few of the things I definitely don't miss. Hopefully, you'll learn a few interesting things in this video. It'll give you a better idea of what to expect from life in Mexico. Plus, you'll get to see around my hometown. First thing that I definitely miss about living in the US, living in Michigan specifically, is living near a body of water. I'm always trying to tell my friends in Mexico, it's like an ocean. It has tides, you can't see to the other side, you can even surf on it. Now, Querétaro, on the other hand, is decidedly landlocked. People will often ask me what the closest beach is, and I think it's Ixtapa, which is 5 or 6 hours away by car. Of course, there are lots of places that you can live in Mexico that aren't landlocked. Mexico has a lot of coastline, but where I live in Querétaro, yeah, you can't get any more landlocked than that. Time to move away from the beach. My phone says that it is 46 degrees outside right now. The next thing that I miss about living in the US, this one is doing double duty, but I miss Fahrenheit and I miss using the imperial system of measurement. In Mexico, as you know, we go by Celsius and use the metric system like the rest of the world. Back when I was living in Madrid, I ran what I thought was a half marathon and turned out to be a 15-mile race. I didn't know what the heck the distance was because everything was in kilometers. You can imagine my surprise when my watch beeped out 13.1 miles and I was nowhere near the finish line. I think that I'm gonna make it my goal for this back half of 2021 to finally learn Celsius, to finally learn the metric system, because it has definitely got me in trouble in the past. I don't want you to get it twisted. I am not complaining about the weather in Querétaro, but May is one of the hottest months in the year, so to be honest, I'm actually enjoying wearing my parka right now, and I guess what I'm trying to say is that I miss dressing for cold weather. I broke out the parka, I broke out the UGG boots for 46 degrees. Oh my gosh, college me would be so embarrassed right now. But it is unseasonably cold in Michigan. Hopefully when I'm back later this summer, I will not have a parka on, but for right now, it is kind of fun. Side note here, people will sometimes ask me how warm of a jacket they need to pack when they move to Querétaro. And the answer is, well, you're not gonna need anything close to as warm as this parka. Well, it does get cold in December and January. You can expect temperatures down into the 30s. Remember, Fahrenheit. It does really warm up during the day as soon as the sun comes out. So the past few years that I've lived there, I haven't needed a jacket much warmer than a jean jacket. You should take all of this with a grain of salt though, because remember, I am a Michigan girl. However, I'm wearing UGG boots and it's almost 50 degrees. So I think my internal thermometer is all kinds of messed up. Of all the foods that I miss in the US, crackers are #1, specifically Triscuits. In Mexico, it's either saltines or Ritz. cheese with those crackers just isn't the same. Oh, I miss my Triscuits. And I've heard this from other people too. It's not just me noticing that Mexico's cracker game is a little weak. What? Are you camera ready?
I was being silly.
Of course, one of the things that I miss most about living in the US when I'm in Mexico is my mom's cooking. This dinner looks amazing. We are about to dig in, but even more than the cooking, I miss my mom.
Aww.
And I've shared this in one of my other videos, but in case you didn't know, my mom is actually the one who suggested to Taylor and I that we move to Mexico. After our 2 years living in Spain, we were considering a variety of different countries, and it was my mom who said to us, why not Mexico? And I am so glad that she did. This is my mom, Susan. Mom, say hi. So cheers to being home, cheers to being together.
Always.
I have been in Michigan about 5 or 6 days now, and I have got to say, one of the things that I do not miss about living in the US is doing laundry. In Mexico, I have my beloved service, Mr. Jeff. They come to the house once a week to pick up the clothes and a couple days later to drop them all off freshly laundered. I love this service. It costs about $40 a month. If you don't have Mr. Jeff in your area, or you're looking for a little bit of a more affordable option, even than that, there are lots of laundromats that you can drop off. Probably in my neighborhood alone, there are 5 or 6 within walking distance.
Taking everything I have not to just dig into this delicious plate of donuts, but before I do, and don't worry, I'm not gonna eat them all. One of these is definitely for my mom. I haven't decided if I want vanilla or chocolate with sprinkles. There's Krispy Kreme in Mexico, there's Dunkin' Donuts in Mexico, but they do not make cake donuts like these. Oh, I miss them so much. I am driving to my hair appointment right now, gonna get my hair cut. Been going to the same stylist since I was 11 years old, if you can believe it, but headed over there now, and I've gotta say, of the things I don't miss about living in the US, I do not miss driving everywhere. It is such a luxury to live in the city center in Querétaro and just be able to walk everywhere I need to go. When I got back in the car to drive home after my hair appointment, the song playing on the radio was that song by Olivia Rodrigo, Deja Vu. And I was like, perfect, because that was a song that was playing when I got in the car to go to my hair appointment. But new hair, feeling good, headed back to the house to pick up my mom, and we are headed somewhere special this afternoon, somewhere I think you're really gonna like. This afternoon, my mom and I decided to, well, I decided, and my mom agreed to join me. It would be kind of sad to be here by myself. But we came out to one of my favorite wineries in Southwest Michigan near our town of St. Joseph. It is a winery called De Blanc, and I absolutely love this place. It's really nice today actually because we pretty much got the whole place to ourselves now.
Yes.
But all that aside, when we were driving out here today, it reminded me of one of the things that I miss most about the US while living in Mexico, and that is seeing green, all the greenery, just the greenery all around. Honestly, just even seeing the grass, those are the little things that you come to appreciate when you are living in a city in Mexico, especially in central Mexico, a place like Querétaro
In
that
an
is
arid climate.
an arid climate, basically desert that's so dry, so dusty. That's not to say that there are lush places in Mexico, but Querétaro is not one of them. So really loving just driving down the back roads to get out here, and this is Michigan in the spring. I'm glad I'm home for it.
I'm glad you're home.
If you found today's video helpful or enjoyed seeing around my hometown and hearing about the things that I miss while living in Mexico, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up because that really helps to support my channel. I'm Alex from backpackingbrunette.com. Thanks for watching.